to the Murray Experience. I'm Pam.
I'm Eric.
And this is our new podcast called Murray Mindset.
Welcome.
So, purpose of our podcast is to talk about everything that is mindset related.
Without that, you have nothing. No matter your condition, it's always your mindset.
So, the purpose of the Murray Mindset is it's where mindset creates currency. So, in any aspect of the fact, your mindset creates the type of money that you will have or the type of money that you will generate. It doesn't matter what job you do.
Just like Pam said, no matter what you're going through, if you have a mindset that will elevate, you will elevate out the situation, no matter what.
So we have been together now 17 years, married for 10.
Count them.
We have 2 children.
Dose.
And we have been out of the regular 9-to-5 workforce now 2 years.
Correct.
We have 4 businesses collectively between the 2 of us.
Correct.
And we, at this point, we're just serial entrepreneurs. We want to put our money in anything that's going to generate financial freedom. We're looking to build generational wealth for our 2 children, which is a boy and a girl. And we're looking to all of the pitfalls that we have been through we have 4 successful businesses, but in total, to date, we have started 12 businesses, 4 successful. And I'll say the other 8, it's not that they're not successful, they were learning curves. So we're here to share with you all of the things that we learned starting all of those businesses.
It's definitely a marathon.
Between us, Eric had a job since he was 16.
Correct.
So that's...
I was laying carpet since I was 13.
So in total, let's say he's had 3 jobs in his entire lifetime. So he is a great worker. Whereas myself, I've had over 35 jobs.
And that doesn't mean you're not a great worker.
Okay.
That means that you are interested in a variety of things. You're very diverse.
I stick stuff out, but when I feel like, all right, this is a sinking ship, I bail. And I definitely try something else. Like, I'm all for, if I'm trying to hammer in this nail and it's not working, I'm either get a bigger hammer, a smaller hammer, or I'm going to change the nail. That's just me. That's just my personality.
I like it. Be you.
So after 17 years, we have decided to do a podcast to put together like all of the things that we've learned. Family, finance, marriage, being parents. We've homeschooled our kids for 5 years?
Correct.
5 years.
And counting.
How about it in counting? We have 1 child that's actually about to graduate high school next year. And then we have another child soon after that he's in the 7th grade, so he'll do 8th grade and then he'll go to high school. So It's just moving up and on.
That's it. Every day is progress.
So our topic today, we decided to talk about the financial roles in a marriage. So
That's
how
a
you
great
feel
question.
about
It's a great question. You know, researchers say that finances destroys marriages. I guess about 90%.
Yeah, I know it's the leading. I don't know. I'm not sure about the percentage, but I definitely know it's the leading. So when it comes to financial roles in a marriage, who you think should control the money?
I think they should control the money, meaning you and your spouse. That's how I feel.
So by saying they, you think that both people should like put money into an account, or you think that they should have like separate accounts?
Whatever way works for you, long as the goal is to take care of expenses and then to break down profit, period.
Okay.
So however you decide to do it with your spouse, I feel like both parties, both hands wash the other. Both hands wash the face,
I agree with that. I also believe that 50-50 for us is a myth. Like, it's never going to be 50-50. And if it is, it's a very short stint of it being 50-50. We believe in 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, 90-10. It's just whoever is the stronger person in that particular setting at that time. Like, I don't have a problem working, coming home, bringing money home and being like, oh, cool, all right, because maybe based off of how much money you have in your account, how much money I have in my account, and then how much money we put into our joint account, it's like I don't have a problem putting in more this time because it might be another time where Eric puts in more. How you feel about that?
I mean, when you decide to, create this partnership, it's about getting things done.
Okay.
So my thing is the percentages, scratch that. It's about hitting the goal. What's the goal? What we doing it for? Yeah. Hit that. Like, it's all about getting it done. So everything don't have to be monetary. Like, I might be able to come with the bag this time, but Pam has the sweat equity in it, getting it done. Or the roles is reverse. She might have the bag, but I'm putting in the sweat. Let's get it done.
Well, let me ask you this, because I have multiple friends that say that they feel like they're always the one to pay for like the things that the kids need. So like if the kids need shoes, if the kids need jackets, my girlfriends feel like they're always the ones to pay for the kids' items. How do you feel about that? Do you think that's like maybe all in their head, or maybe it feels that way? What you think about that?
I mean, can I be honest with you?
Yes. Please.
It's all about what works for you and your spouse. If that doesn't work for them, they need to speak up.
Okay.
Conversation is the only thing that's going to create elevation.
Okay.
So if things are like that, you need to speak up. No?
I feel like when it comes to paying for like the kids' items or even the household items,
Mm-hmm.
that's like the paper towels, the toilet paper, things like that, I feel like those things should be just shared. Or it's been plenty of times I've been at the store and been like, oh, I want to get this, this, and this. Oh, let me call Eric. Eric, can you transfer this amount of money to me because I want to purchase blah, 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 blah. Or I'll say, oh, Saturday I'm going shopping. I'm going to take the kids to whatever outlet and this is what I'm planning on getting. So sometimes it turns into, like what you always say, transparency.
Is key. But my thing is like, coming out of your pocket for things that you need for the family, that's
Mm-hmm.
an expense that we both should carry.
Okay.
It's not not one spouse should bear all those expenses. That's an expense you should carry as a marriage.
Okay. So then when it comes to like debt, because let's say you transfer the money into my account,
Mm-hmm.
and then I decide, all right, instead of using the cash, I'm gonna use the credit card. So at that point, do you believe that like my debt is your debt or your debt is my debt? Like, how do you feel about that? I know what the government says once you get married and you sign the papers, but like, how do you really feel about like, is my debt your debt, and vice versa?
I mean, coming into this partnership, you definitely need to talk about debt because y'all joining forces. But
Okay.
once you have a conversation, either one of our debts could be on the downside. But if you're willing to put in the work and correct it and
Okay.
be disciplined, then I feel like the spouse should take on that and y'all both should tackle it together. But if you being a goofball, then that's dead weight. Leave that where that's at. Like, that's how I feel like we're joining forces to make this thing happen. So if you're not all money in, then what are we talking about?
So the question that we posed was financial roles in a marriage. Like, what roles should one take and should the other one take?
Okay.
So with that being said, your final answer to the financial roles in a marriage, is it non-existent? Is it forever changing? Is it the same? Is it traditional in your eyes? Like, what do you believe?
Create your own traditions. And it's non-existent in my marriage, but it's really what works for you. Communicate with your spouse and see what works. Get on the same page.
And it wasn't necessarily always that way either. It took for us to have a lot of late night conversations, early morning arguments, and vice versa.
For sure. And if we still have them, it's everyday progress. But
Definitely. 17 and killing.
we know it's important.
So anytime that we do anything, whether we do a talk, whether we're premiered on like a radio show, we always like to leave people with like facts. So 3 facts that you must know about being married and having money. What's number 1 for you?
Transparency. You have to be
agree.
transparent
Yes.
with your spouse. Be an open book.
I definitely agree.
No sneaky links.
I believe number 2, you should have dual access to a bank account. By that meaning, you can still have your own separate accounts, but I do believe that you should at least have one account where both of you are able to put money in and take money out. With that, it's like for people who have to do the 50-50, everything have to be 50-50. It's an easier way to do it. You transfer this in, I transfer this in, we're able to see exactly what we have, what we need, and then this is the card that we pay for it on.
Makes sense.
And then our third one is talk about who pays the bills. So when it comes to like how we set up our bills, like I think last year it was all Eric. Like Eric took care of the finances, Eric paid all the bills. Then this year I decided, like, listen, let's implement a whole different array of organization. So then I ended up taking it over. But we have a meeting twice a month together where we look at what we already spent, what we're going to spend, and then what we're looking to go into for the next month. And we'll do a video and I'll show you how I set all of that up with our dates, our times, our drafts for our credit cards, everything.
Gotta keep great records. You have to be organized. That's the only way you can really succeed, or with organization.
Definitely. And I think a good addition to us financially was an accountant.
Absolutely.
Even though we both keep like all of our records, we keep our receipts, our credit card statements, things like that. I think it's a really great idea that when people get married to have an accountant.
I mean, if it's for a purpose, not to just get it to talk over the dinner table or brag to your friends like I got an accountant. No, like really move with a purpose with attaining an accountant. You're saying if you get married, you should have it off the rip, but I don't really think so. I think you would have to get on the same page with your spouse, then y'all can bring somebody else into the fold.
Yeah, I believe that it is important and imperative to a marriage to have an accountant. So get married, figure out what your normal or your routine is going to be for at least the first year, and then you should get an accountant. That's one thing that I would definitely go back to if we were doing like redoing our finances and everything. I would have added a accountant a lot earlier than what we did.
I mean, life's a marathon. As long as you're learning and not just living, it should work out for you.
I like it.
That's how I feel.
So that's 3 facts and a bonus. So check us out again on the Murray Experience, where we talk about everything from family finances to fund and just pretty much how we arrange it all. Where mindset is currency.
And we are out.
So you guys have made it to the end of the video. So what I want you to do is go down into the comment section and tell me what you and your husband do, or you and your spouse, or you and your significant other do, like financially, because I'm always looking for tips. I give them, but I like receiving them too. So comment, like, share, and tell me exactly what you do financially to keep everything organized in your household. I know mine sometimes can be a bit much, but follow the Murray Experience and you'll see. Have a good one.